Hello and welcome back to Deus Machina Demonbane. This is a temple come throne room. The gloom is held at bay by the light of torches, and in those ever-burning holy flames, one can sometimes catch a glimpse of otherworldly shadows. Or are they really just an illusion? Claudius and Caligula are kneeling before the throne, the latter missing his right arm. Augustus is standing in front of them, and looks down on them with contempt. Sitting on the throne, Master Tyrant is playing with his hair, as though the men hold no interest for him. Etheldra is leaning against his legs, her head upon his knees. How disgraceful, Caligula, Claudius. Both you and Tiberius greatly underestimated Deus Machina. That is why you have failed so. Be ashamed. Claudius leaps to his feet, unable to bear Augustus's contempt. His full height barely reaches Augustus's chest. Even so, the boy glares fearlessly at Augustus. Stop talking out your ass, you fucking know-it-all. Fucking said that the Tyrant had used all her power. What the fuck was that? Why did she help Deus Machina? The Tyrant was weakened. She must have used Deus Machina for her purposes. If you had acted with greater haste, the Tyrant would have never contacted Deus Machina, yet you allowed yourself to be fooled by a decoy. You underestimated the enemy, and the Tyrant, and lost an arm and an eye for it. You have no one to blame but yourselves. That's enough bullshit from you. How about turn you into sashimi, huh? Enough. You're ruining my mood. Master Therian's voice cuts through the tension just before it explodes. Breaking out in cold sweats, the two Anticross stop their quarrelling. Despite his fear, Augustus makes a statement. Grand Master, the Tyrant is the central element of the Sea Project. If we just let her escape... It can't be helped. The Sea Project will proceed without the Tyrant. Shock ripples through the three Anticross. Augustus, of course, is the first one to object. That is too reckless. The project is possible only because of the immense power of the central unit, for which we need the Tyrant and her Deus Machina. Am I wrong? I shall fulfill the Tyrant's role as well. Or do you mean to suggest that my power is insufficient? No, that was not my intent. Liber Legis will replace the Nameless One as the central unit. Liber Legis is like my arms and legs. I hate to lose it, but... Augustus silently accepts Master Therian's words. However, his suspicion of the Grand Master has now become definite. Master, the time is near, isn't it? The three Anticross have left the throne room. Etheldra lifts her face and speaks softly to Master Therian, who smiles and runs his fingers affectionately through her hair. Perhaps I was a little too obvious. In any case, I wonder how Augustus will move. Everything in the world lies in the palm of your hand, Master. Life and death shall be according to your divine will. Well, is that really so? A trace of self-mockery creeps into the young man's smile. It's a small change, a tiny thing that only the girl could possibly catch. Yet that self-loathing is the sickness that eats at his soul. The darkness in his golden eyes is so very, very deep. Those who have conquered even death are kept maddeningly dancing by the melody of accursed flutes. And so I too, Master... They come together, neither knowing who moved first. They are the strongest, most evil demon, and the spirit of the most ancient grimoire. Yet here they are only a boy and a girl, locked in desperate embrace. Might need to censor something out in a minute, we'll see. They are so terribly fleeting, so terribly fragile. Nope, okay, good. I really hate when I have to cut content, it's just, you know... What, Augustus? Still want to go? No. Our quarrel has passed. I have something more important to discuss. Oh? Is there something important enough for all of us to assemble in secret from the Grand Master? Indeed. I would ask the reason behind your summon of the Anticross. Yeah, let's hear what the big deal is already. Actually, no, I was giving him a kind of high-pitched, creepy clown voice before, wasn't I? Yeah, let's hear the big deal already. My brain is so rotten, so I hate all the complicated stuff. Very well. Now let me ask you this. Have none of you felt suspicious of the Grand Master's actions? Questioning the Grand Master? You know that that is high treason. Come on, what's the big deal? Who do you think we are? We're the Anti-Cross, the worst sinners of them all. No one expects loyalty or decency from us. The situation may be growing more dire than we can imagine. What do you mean? Caligula, you heard the Grand Master's words just now. Think back on the Grand Master's actions. The foolishness of leaving Al-Azif to the likes of Dr. West. The poorly executed order to attack the Haddow estate. Not only did he declare Al-Azif unnecessary to the Sea Project, but now he has even removed the Tyrant from the formula. Do you not feel anything? It's too fucking crazy. I see. I agree that the Sea Project is too dangerous for such recklessness to be in its best interests. No, perhaps even impossible. Then let me ask you this. Is Master Therion truly suited to lead the Sea Project? Augustus, what are you plotting? Huh. What's wrong, Robo-Doctor? Oh, nothing in particular. I just have an evil premonition. Rain again. How irritating. The clouds blot out the light of the moon and stars, making it seem as though the rain-drenched city is at the bottom of a deep sea. Soaked to the bone, a girl walks through the heavy darkness of the back streets. Her brand new clothes drink greedily of the rain, dripping from every hem. The slender lines of her body are clearly visible. She's like an abandoned cat, staggering aimlessly through the cold rain, searching for a place of comfort that does not exist. No matter how far she wanders, all that is reflected in her eyes is darkness. The unfathomably deep darkness of resignation and despair. The girl is a sinner. A sinner's eyes do not perceive the light. A sinner's heart does not believe in the light. Therefore a sinner will never ask, "Where is the Lord?" The wandering sinner. The girl's name is Ennea. No. What's up, baby? You're wet. Why don't I warm you up? A little babe like you shouldn't be wandering around a place like this. Two filthy men approach her with lecherous smiles. However, the girl spares them not a single glance. She walks past without a word, as though she has not even noticed their presence. Hey there! The first man grabs the girl from behind. Hey, don't be like that. Yeah, let's have some fun together, okay? The man holding her begins to fondle her chest, caressing her delicate body with fingers like foul worms. However, the girl does not move. She simply allows the rough fondling to continue. It's no fun if you don't resist. Well, what? You some kind of slut? You sure don't look it. The second man undoes his belt and drops his pants. Seriously? Readying his weapon, he reaches for the girl's clothes, but just as he is about to rip them off, the girl does not move. She merely looks at the second man, with eyes burning with rage. The man instantly freezes as though turned to stone. What? Huh? The man holding the girl looks curiously at his partner, and he finally realizes something is wrong with his body. He can't feel the softness of the girl's breasts. He can't feel his own arms. And he looks down. Huh? He has no arms. They're missing below the elbows, they're severed by a laser, and he can see bone and muscle inside the perfectly smooth cross-section. And yet for some reason there is no blood. The girl turns. There is no anger on her face now. There's only a terrible, gentle smile. A smile of pity. The man never understood the misfortune that has befallen him, and he never will. His head suddenly explodes and he falls limply to the ground, like a marionette with all of its strings cut. Still smiling, the girl speaks. Don't touch my clothes with your dirty hands. She turns back to the second man. The same goes for you. Huh? Before he can react, the hand that was gripping her clothes is gone. The man grabs his arm and screams. There's no pain, but this only increases the man's terror. The girl speaks to the petrified man ever so gently, as though comforting a frightened kitten. You can run if you want. The man's pig-like squeal echoes through the alley. Before he's even deciphered the words, his primal instincts kick into his body in motion. The girl watches in silence as the man flees. Hi, 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 hi. A small person stands in the man's path. She's about the same height as the girl, but her entire body is bound with chains and feathers. Her gagged mouth twists into a smile. The man bursts. Ennea steps back, avoiding the shower of meat and blood. Okay, so they're not the same person, but they are clearly connected in some way. Something that was once human is lying at the bound girl's feet. It looks more like he was turned inside out than just blown up. His guts are there, shining wetly in perfect array. Past them are his bones, and beyond those his muscles. And then, at the centre is his skin. Ennea looks upon the pile of flesh with utter boredom. She then lifts her gaze to the bound girl. The girl disintegrates into countless sheets of paper, and the pages whirl madly, flying towards Ennea. Ennea holds out her right hand. The pages gather above her palm, coming together in layer after layer to form a black grimoire. The grimoire is locked with an iron clasp. Its cover bears no name. Oh, seriously? Come on. Okay, I'm just going to make something up that sounds basically right. Unsprechend. Oh, bugger it. Colton. A voice emerges from the darkness at the back of the alley. Ennea turns her cold stare towards it. From the darkness flows an even thicker darkness. Ah, this has to be Ennea, right? Yep, told you. Breaking out of prison! Oh, such a bad girl, Tyrant. And you even made a double out of your grimoire to deceive your pursuers. The darkness is in human form. It stands before Ennea in the shape of a woman, and Ennea addresses the woman with distaste. You. It's been a while. Ennea laughs mirthlessly. As unfriendly as ever, eh, Tyrant? Now then, why did you run away this time? The girl glares fiercely at Ennea. There's enough malice in her eyes to slay a normal person, but Ennea brushes it off lightly. Ennea's black eyes narrow in delight. I see. Of course, I should have known. Oh, Kuru, you seem to have taken quite a liking to him. You gave him your guns, after all. What difference does it make to you, faceless? You're always prying into mundane affairs. You gods sure have a lot of free time. Not at all. I am but an errand girl in middle management. Ennea, was it? Oh, I see. You were number 9 of the Moonchild project, weren't you? Or is it related to the 9 in Kuru's name? What difference does it make? Ennea, number 9, shouts at Ennea, who responds with a cruel smile. Nonsense, that's just a number. You have a more fitting name. Yes, you are the Tyrant. One of the beast's hands of the beast itself. Another Master Therian. Yes. Be silent! The girl brings her malice fully to bear. Ennea's head explodes, but her remaining lower jaw continues to seethe with laughter, tongue dangling. After all, Master Therian is your reincarnation. No, Tyrant? Ennea's body bursts, turning inside out. This time, however, there is no blood, no gore. She disintegrates into a viscous darkness. It scatters, melding into the darkness of the night. Only Ennea's laughter remains. It echoes through the alley like a hymn, in a temple, like thunder from the heavens. And at length, Ennea's voice also dissolves into the night, her last words coming quietly through the sound of the rain. Be of good cheer, my unearthly, inhuman, beloved Lord Tyrant. You are the strongest Anticross, the most evil Anticross, the traitor Anticross, Nero. Indeed, the girl is a sinner, and a sinner's eyes do not perceive the light. A sinner's heart does not believe in the light, and therefore a sinner will never ask. Quo vadis? The wandering sinner. The girl's name is Nero. Well, that to me is an excellent point to end this part, so thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you in the next.